Right, so for the past 90 days, I have been living my life with no notifications popping up on my phone. And honestly, I promise you, it's had a phenomenal impact in my life. The crazy thing to think about is that when we go on our phone and we waste time and we're unproductive, that's the phone doing its job. The reality is the people that design these things, they want us to get hooked, and that's why so many of us do. My question is, what if there were a few who didn't? That fighted the urge to go on these applications and strive to be better every day. How much better from average would they become? Well, I think in these 90 days, that question has been answered. The beauty of turning off all unnecessarily notifications on our phone is that we can start valuing our time and actually choosing when we want to read or reply to someone. We can stop becoming an item on someone else's to-do list and start valuing our own time. With removing all notifications from my phone, it's got me wondering what other things are we overlooking as well. How much stuff do we do now that's been classed as normal in today's society? I think if we start creating a habit of questioning every single action we take, we can start highlighting the negative actions and take action in removing them from our life. Right, so next up, I want to talk about the reasons why you should remove all notifications from your phone. It takes us around 30 minutes to actually gain focus on the task in front of us, to get into a flow state and complete that task efficiently. But with all these notifications going off, getting into a flow state is near enough impossible. And it's probably one of the biggest reasons why there's such a lack of productivity in today's society. Secondly, let's talk about dopamine. So how our brain works is that we can get dopamine instantly through TikTok or YouTube video or whatever it may be, but we will feel guilty afterwards. Or we could do something hard now and get the dopamine afterwards as a reward from doing the hard activity. And so what happens is we get the high from the dopamine, but then also we get the crash afterwards as well. And when we crash, that's going to have a direct impact with our mood. And our mood will impact our productivity, our output throughout the day, and our general happiness as well. And so it's clear that when we do have notifications on our phone, they can also bring some really negative side effects throughout our day. And finally, let's talk about the third reason. The problem with notifications is that they all provide information, way more than our brain can handle. I mean, you can think back into caveman times, our priorities were very straightforward. But now, with all of this information everywhere, we simply just stress out our brain. It's one of the reasons why meditation is so good, because it brings us back to the present. Stress, anxiety, worry, they are all coming from consuming too much information. The sooner we take action to reducing the amount of information we consume, the happier we're gonna feel. We're gonna be more present, and we're gonna stop worrying about stuff we ultimately can't control in our lives. You know, I hope that this video makes you turn off all notifications, but I will tell you now, it won't be easy at any means at all. Like, the biggest thing for me, for example, was I had a habit of always just checking my phone. And so even without the notifications, I built a habit of going on my phone, going on WhatsApp, Snapchat. So that was one thing that really got me, was the fact that I built a habit of going on my phone even if nobody texts me. And it makes you feel quite lonely as well, because when you go from having all of these people texting you to no one texting you on the notifications, you sort of feel lonely, and that will make you go on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and waste time and look at like instant gratification stuff. So those were the two things that I found really difficult. But once you overcome those things and you make a plan for when you do go on your phone and you do text people and you do make the time to text your friends, of course, obviously, you start to find that you are way more productive, you're way happier, you're way less stressed, because you're not caring about what's happening in other countries, you're not caring about how bad the world is at the moment. You're simply just purely focused on yourself and the people around you and your main purpose in life. And ultimately, that brings me the most fulfillment in life. But with that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.